Welcome back. In the last video, you can, Sharon's Camaro. I'm kind of doing a series on cars with my friends during high school, and luckily I grew up in the era where muscle cars were about 10 years old, a lot of them, when we were in high school, so they were kind of easy to get. This would be Steve's GTO. Of course, it's not quite the right year, so I'll have to get rid of this fin. His was a 68. The headlights are a little bit different, but no, it'll be alright. I'm going to try to do this in progress, and disclaimer, watch how you're drilling. You see that little spot on my finger? Yeah, got me. Alright, well, we'll just do this one in a continuation, and we'll edit it from there. Thanks, everybody. As you see, I took the Dremel and we cut off the back wing, and I took the barrel sander and kind of took the posts off and finished up with a little sandpaper and got rid of most of that body line there, which really on the trunk lid didn't really belong as far as I remember, and we'll use a little glazing spot putty and fill the rest of that in, and that part of it will be done. So I did a little spot putty, sanded it down with 1200 grit, looking pretty good. Got a little bit more touch up to do. Then the tires, went ahead and separated the little nubs, got them all off, and I'm going to use these tires and axles out of an M2. I'm going to try to waller out the little holes in the nubs and see if I can't get them in, sit in there. If not, well, that'll be axle tubes, and we'll go from there. Well, I went ahead and used the old hand vise and reamed through those, and those axles slid in there nice. It is a roller. It might not go down any track, but it sure is a roller. We'll go ahead and fit the body on, check out our rake and our stance, and we'll go from there. Well, I think I am satisfied with the stance. Everything is buttoned up. I do believe it is ready for some paint. Getting ready for paint, just wiping her down with a little lacquer thinner. And let it give it plenty of time to dry before you start throwing paint at it. No matter how much you clean and wash, you always get a little bit of black, so prep work is key here. Okay, well here we go with a little light tack coat. You don't want to go too crazy at this point. Just a nice light tack coat. I'll get the underside. I just can't do that one-handed off camera, and we'll come back. Just put a little bit more on her now. It's been about 10 minutes. Get a little bit more liberal with it. Oops, sorry about that. Darn shadow. Yeah, we'll let that set for another 10, put another coat on and see what we got. Let's give her a little bit more. Oops. We'll call that good for now. Well, she's out of the paint. Let her dry and cure. Then we can do some detail work. Okay, so we did some detail work, Has some headlights, marker lights in there, door handles, some taillights and license plate. A little bit messy there, but not bad. And we're gonna go put some clear on this old girl. Well, here we go. Can's already been pretty shook, but I'll give her a little bit more. Just like the paint, we'll give her some nice light coats. Oops. And we'll leave that as our first coat. Well, let's give her a little bit more. Nice, still going to stay with some nice light passes. And thanks to Jim Silva for the tip on his Minwax fast drying polyurethane. So far it's laying on there really nice and pretty. Well, we'll come back in about 10 and shoot her a little bit more and maybe go to the reveal after that. And before we get to the final review, let me take a moment to remind you, hit that like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. And there we have it, folks. That's Steve's GTO. It's been 43 years since I've seen this car. I know it's like 1 or 2 shades too dark, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's a representation of what I believe it's the finest car I ever rode in. Sure do miss that car, but I miss Steve more. What? No, I can't be Jimmy. Thanks for watching, people. Have a good day.